The eclipse is here and it's asking us to let go, to find some sort of peace, calm in knowing that we don't know the full story. And there is an ultimate trust in the universe with that. Eclipse seasons aren't for controlling the situation. And yes, there will be moments where you might feel like, why me? And yes, there will be moments where you just can't really understand why things are happening the way they are. But with anything, time will make sense of that. With anything that happens, time is the greatest healer. So this isn't so much about thinking, why me, even though I know that's a natural process when you're dealing with something, whether it's like a job loss, a relationship ending, or you just feel so stuck and you don't know why. Time will make sense of that, but all you have to do is trust and surrender to it, because there's nothing you can do about it. You're just holding on to chaos in order to feel some sort of control about it or feel some sort of comfort. And the thing is, with comfort, sometimes it's not the best thing for us. Sometimes comfort is actually the thing that stops us from being our most authentic self. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katerina. I'm here talking about the eclipse season again because you have one more day to join the Eclipse Circle, which is like an intimate space for women to get knowledge about this eclipse season, to ask very deep personal questions towards where the eclipse is within their chart. And you'll be doing that in a safe space with a very small group of women. The Eclipse Circle starts on the 8th of August. The 6th of August is the last day that you can join, which is tomorrow. We start our live sessions on the 8th of August, and then we have 3 after that, so there's 4 live sessions in total. So your deadline to join the Eclipse Circle is tomorrow, the 6th of August. Our first live session starts on the 8th of August. We've got 4 in total during the eclipse season. And I'm only allowing 6 women into this circle because I want to keep it intimate and safe, and for us to be our vulnerable selves and open up about this eclipse season. So that's why the number is small. All the information about the Eclipse Circle is down below, so if you feel like you want, if you feel like this kind of intimate space with women, trying to understand what the eclipse is bringing out for us and how to work with it, because this Leo Aquarius nodal shift is going to be here for the eclipses next year, and this is like the first time we can really honor what the eclipse is bringing up for us. So next year we're not purposely living in chaos. We can understand what it's needing us to do. If that sounds like something that interests you, and if it's something you want to do, again, with a small group of women, everything is linked below for that. So if you are not joined by 6 p.m. GMT time on the 6th of August, you cannot enter the Eclipse Circle anymore. If there are any problems, then just email me directly. My email is below. But yeah, I hope to see you there, and I'm really excited to really have this deep cultivation of this eclipse season. The reason I wanted to speak about the eclipse again is obviously we're going through it, you know, it's a month long, and I just feel like we need to, as individuals, know that when we're purposely ignoring and like saying that there's chaos, but we're purposely ignoring what's needing to be done, like what we need to do. But then also there's this feeling that we kind of just want the universe to take over and like sort it out for us. And sometimes the eclipse season can do that, but then we're also fighting that. Sometimes the idea of what we think we want is not what is actually intended for us. So there comes this urge to control that situation, to not trust and surrender, but actually to hold on tightly because you fear that so desperately. And I understand that everyone's been through that. But this is the season to really release that, because a lot of it, I think, is ego based, which is like the Leo South Node journey. I think the life that we want for ourselves sometimes comes from our ego. And it's not, this isn't about the material stuff. This is just more as in the way it makes us look versus the way it makes us feel. And that a lot of the time is ego. When we focus too much on how we look in that situation, or how we might appear if we stand up for ourselves, or how we look online even, a lot of it is ego based, and I think that's normal. But it's when the ego is completely masking the evolution for you, the growth for you, the path that actually really helps humanity. That's the part that we need to cultivate with this nodal shift. This isn't the part to be me, me, me. This is the part to be like, I'm going to shine brightly, just like the sun, but I'm going to do it where I'm not diminishing myself. I'm not going to do it where I'm scared to be seen. I'm going to be brave and have courage and get out there. But I'm going to make sure that actually what I'm doing is not harming other people, is not purely for selfish gains. Whatever you do, there's a sense that it is for you, and that's absolutely fine. But if you were, let's say for instance, you were helping people, but actually your helping people wasn't true, like the 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 stories that you gave or the courses that you sell. I remember someone speaking about it, and they bought a course and there was so much money for that course, and they thought they were going to learn something, and they left feeling like they didn't learn anything, but also that person just took their money and kind of gave them the information that they give on YouTube, right? And that relationship, that type of person will struggle through this nodal shift, will struggle through these eclipse seasons, because they're leading from ego, they're leading from like mine, versus actually like, how can I genuinely help people? How can I help them grow? How can I help them become better? How can I help them heal? Because everyone needs to do something of service to them, but it also needs to bring service to others. Otherwise, it's just this one-sided conversation, and that never grows, that never can evolve. We'll go deeper into the Eclipse Circle. So like I said, if you want to join, this day, I don't know if it's sold out, so just check below if there's no more space or not. But there's something that's asking us, where can we be brave? Where can we stand up for ourselves? Where can we cultivate a relationship with ourselves that is based on truth? And how can that help others? How can that actually bring people together in some sort of way? How can that actually help the collective, And it depends where these are in your chart. And again, we'll go deeper into that in the Eclipse Circle. But like, if you have anything on like a work or career or money house, then that is something that you need to bring out into the world, or that is something that you need to cultivate a relationship within yourself. So I'm going to give you 3 prompts to end this video, and I want you to sit with them Again, if you want to join the Eclipse Circle, we have specific shadow work prompts that I give to you via Telegram before. Like, we have a Telegram community for this Eclipse Circle. So I'll put everything in there, and then we'll meet once a week. Basically, it works out as like once a week during this eclipse season via Zoom. So you'll get like specific prompts during that for you that are catered to where Leo and Aquarius and where Virgo and Pisces are in your charts. But I'm just going to leave you with these three, and this is more focused on the Leo and Aquarius part. And I might do a separate video for like the Pisces Virgo stuff, because that's like what we're ending. But I want you to ask yourself, where have I been leading from ego that actually has made me feel not truly me? And let me explain that a bit better, because I feel like that didn't maybe make sense. But there's a part of you that has been leading from like what you feel like other people want to see. So it's based off external validation. And where is that part of you? What has that part of you been doing? And how has that actually been leading you further and further away from like how you truly want to be, how you truly show up in life? And that part of you is probably something that you need to end. That external validation part of you is something that you need to like do less and less and less in order to be able to cultivate that authentically you version. The next prompt: where have you been seeking external validation in order to know if something is for you or not? Where is this part of you that has started a business and waiting for other people to solidify what you already know, and you've been waiting for that? And the final prompt is something that's more about this Aquarius North Node journey. Are there areas of your life where you have been settling because you just want to be part of a group, but that group, whether it's work related, career, friendships, relationship, is actually not something that is aligned with your values, serves you at a higher purpose, brings you this feeling like you can both work towards your goals together, whether again it's career, friendship, whatever? Are you holding on to that because you fear that you might not actually meet your people? You might not actually get the career that you really desire? Is there a version of you that is holding on to something that you know doesn't align, but you fear what comes next? Because I think we need to remember these Leo and Aquariuses, they are fixed signs, which means that they do not have the most easiest time to pivot. And I spoke about this in a previous video, I'll link that below. The pivot is the thing that helps us to let go. And when we hold on to something so tightly for fear of, we forget that like that full Pisces ness of this, which is surrendering, trusting. But we have to let go in order to be able to do that. So the Aquarius part, yes, it's about the collective, it's about humanity, it's about your authentic truth, what you bring out, and how you can help that, how you can help others with that true self of you, right? But in order to get there, you have to let go of the things that you know deep down don't align. Whether that is your friendship group, whether that is your relationship, whether that is the career path that you feel like you've been on for so long now you can't get off it. Until you release that control of it, it doesn't mean that needs to exit your life right now before anything else happens. It just means that you are not holding on to it tightly, you're looking for other opportunities, and you're opening up to the universe, saying like, I've decided I've decided that I don't want to be part of this story anymore, and I want something new. I want something that is more aligned with me. So I ask you to sit with yourself this month. I ask you to really, really cultivate that relationship with your intuition. Like I said last week, journal every day. Create that relationship with yourself where you can easily say to yourself, you know what, I know this scares the hell out of me, but there is something in this story of mine that doesn't align. And if I really want to get to where I want to get to, if I really want to feel that fulfillment and that joy and that peace, and I want to feel like I have my people and they know me, truly know me, don't have to put on a face around them, I can take that mask off. That's like what we truly desire. We want the true community and we want the fulfillment and joy in our lives. Everything else is just like how it comes into our life, right? But we have to first kind of sit and say, okay, this doesn't feel like, I know that it's not meant for me. And that's the first step, is admitting that. And then we can like declare it. And we can say, okay, is there something new for me? Shall I look? Shall I be open to what people say and not just like turn it around and say no and reject it, whatever's coming up for me? Let me sit with it before I react. Okay, so I'm going to go now. But remember, tomorrow, last day for this Eclipse Circle. I'm really feeling like this is something that's been brewing inside of me for a while. And it is those intimate spaces with women where we can really be vulnerable. I'm asking you to be vulnerable in this space. So if it's something that you struggle with, come. You don't have to spill out your guts at all, but just be present with other people, and hopefully that will make you feel a bit more safer to be vulnerable, because ultimately we want that transformation. We want that change. We want that growth. And in order to do that, we have to be open and we have to be vulnerable. The Eclipse Circle is for us to, first of all, have a safe space, have a deeper understanding of what this eclipse season is trying to ask of us. In order to do that, we have to listen. We have to pay attention, because that will help us to understand ourselves more. Thank you so much for watching. Again, everything is linked below, and I will see you next week.